welcome along to another episode of this FM20 Build a Nation series, Climbing with Cliftonville with me, Daniel. It's part 20 today and we start season 3 with our first match in the Champions League qualifying round. It's our first ever game in Europe's biggest competition after 2 seasons of Europa League qualifying, and we'll be hoping this year, with the emergence of the Europa Conference, that with 3 competitions to drop down from, that maybe, just maybe with some luck, we can sneak the European group stages. And that will be the biggest moment in this series. But of course, there's plenty of work to do, and we start against a good professional side in Maccabi Tel Aviv. 2 years ago, we were put out by lower opposition in Israel, and today we're facing the champions. They've got a greyed out squad because of the leagues we have loaded, but they're good on paper. And I'd imagine they're going to be a pretty stern test. So if you're looking forward to that one, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Make sure, if you haven't already, that you catch up with yesterday's transfer special in the eye above. You'll be able to see all of the new signings we've got to choose from today, and all of the different expertise and experience that we've added to our squad. And if you haven't already, of course, subscribe down below for daily FM20 content, as this series now continues every Monday to Friday at 4:30 and Saturday and Sunday at 1 PM. But let's go and crack into the games. There's not much to be said. We've already done all the pleasantries. We've looked through the transfer window last time round, and we've had a look to see that Vladimir Ivic, the man who's in charge of Watford in real life, is of course the man who is leading Maccabi Tel Aviv here. So a really good manager, rated really highly. A Serbian international in his playing days, and so much experience to lean on. He's got experience of European competitions, and that's going to make this harder for us. But we, despite having one area that we haven't improved, have a pretty good squad. We've done as well as we can, so let's just take a look. Maccabi Tel Aviv, odds-on favourites, with 3-1 to get a result. Solitude not quite sold out, but let's be honest, that's probably away allocation. And if we're boiling down to it, this is our chance, the home leg, to take a lead and something to hold on to. We've got one youth player in the squad because our transfer work isn't done. We've only got 17 players in, and not many are match fit. But our 11, bar probably McMenamin on the left wing, is as good, if not better, as we had last year. So we've got Ben Annick still in goal. We talked about that in the last episode. No good keepers presenting themselves yet. Nico Williams, the right back on loan from Liverpool. Norrington Davis on loan from Sheffield United on the left. Shotton and Johnson continue centre half, though Ben Hall is pressing them from the backup team. New signing Henry Lansbury in the middle alongside Ethan Galbraith. Again, Matthew Smith a bit stronger, but we're just letting him get fit before we put him in. And then Maccabi on the right wing, McMenamin on the left, with Connor Crawford alongside now Adam Idar up front. Our new Rashawn Hepburn Murphy, and we need him to be just as good, if not better. The bench has got a few strengths on if needed. The likes of Noah Daly, Gormley, we've mentioned Smith and Hall, but also McDermott and the sub-keeper too. And one young left winger from the under-18s. What an experience and night it'll be for him. Adam Idar's a top penalty taker, so that does give us a bit of leeway there, and hopefully we'll be able to win a few in this one. But we've got our balanced mentality, we've got our same tactic, and we're hoping it will have the same outcome as last year domestically, and a little bit more of an improvement in Europe. So into the first game we go. It's a 2-legged tie, and we've got to be in it when we travel to Israel. Match fitness a problem, squad numbers a problem. But let's get into it. The Champions League for the first time in the series. And it's Cliftonville v Maccabi Tel Aviv. Transfers done. 4 debutants for us. Of course, both fullbacks, Henry Lansbury and the new loanee Idar. We will likely have some returning faces, but they're going to come a bit later. It's a 4-3-3 for Maccabi Tel Aviv, something we've seen a lot in this series, and the squad numbers issue is still continuing. But no one we really recognise, all greyed out players, so let's go and talk to our boys. We'll encourage them, ask them to perform a miracle, and get into the first half to see if they can. Solitude can be a frightening place to come, so let's see if the lads can get over the line. 8 minutes on the clock, and the first highlight is an attacking throw on the right for Nico Williams. Into Maccabi, up to the byline. If we can get a good start, Lansbury puts it in. Oh, he scored! Connor Crawford, the 17-year-old, puts it in. Henry Lansbury with a brilliant assist. Wonderful composed ball in. And it is Cliftonville 1, Maccabi Tel Aviv 0. I did not see that coming. And it's a long ball forward, which is intercepted by Johnson. We've started this game superbly. And I'm about to get very excited as Galbraith switches to Maccabi. He's into the box. He finds Crawford again. Oh, it's in again. The keeper's made a bit of a howl, a little bit of a hash of it. He probably should have saved it. But Connor Crawford, the 17-year-old, 2 goals in 10 minutes. And he is becoming the new David Healy, just as we predicted. What a start this has been. Williams crosses it into Adam Idar. Headed away, but we're on the front foot again. The Israelis don't know what's hit them. Here's Galbraith to McMenamin. He's got an overlap at left back if he can find it. Galbraith goes right instead though. Nico Williams to the byline. Crawford already on a hat-trick if he can find him. McCanday into McMenamin. Oh, the keeper's done it again. He's dropped it into the corner. It's 3. It's 3-0 to Cliftonville. Where on earth has this come from? This is just about the Champions League dream. Cliftonville of Northern Ireland 3, professional Israeli champions Maccabi Tel Aviv 0. Nobody in the comments would have predicted this. I am sure of it. Half an hour gone, we've shored it up. Lansbury puts a free kick in. Oh, it's 4! It's 4-0. Connor Johnson heads in. This is sublime. Henry Lansbury with 2 assists already. I think we're seeing his quality. What a signing he's been. McCanday improving all the time. He's got a couple as well. And this is turning into a riot. The Maccabi Tel Aviv players, on average, even though they're greyed out, their ratings are excellent. And here they come forward. Are they going to start a fight back? It's going to be better late than never. But we would love to hold them up as Johnson puts a good challenge in. It falls to the midfielder though. And there's the quality. What a strike that is. 35 yards out, Reichert with the goal, and it is Cliftonville 4, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1. What a first half this has been. 10 minutes to the break, Henry Lansbury has a corner. To the back post it's towards Idar, but loses out. Connor Crawford to McMenamin, to Johnson. Johnson gets it forward, but he's lost out, and this is where it becomes problematic. Nahum beats his man. It was Nico Williams he beat first time, and the second closed him down, but it's wide of the post. 4-1, but there's warning signs now. And if we let them 2 or 3, the away goals gives them advantage. But we've got a throw in at right back with Nico Williams. Gives it away again. Poor one into Lansbury really. To Nahum, 25 yards out. Trying to be closed down by Shotton. Beats him easily though. Hits the crossbar and Johnson clears away. And Maccabi Tel Aviv have turned a screw here. They have had 10 brilliant minutes, a few great chances, and they've got another throw here on the left. Reichert the goal scorer. Back to the left back. Shotton hoofs it downfield as long as he can. Crawford wins it. Adam Idar picks it up. Beats the central defender. He's into the box. Idar scores! What a goal from Adam Idar on his debut. Oh, he is going to be Hepburn Murphy all right. Adam Idar with an incredible solo goal. Cliftonville 5, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1. And at half time, I would never in a million years have gone for that. Tell me down below if you saw that coming, because I'm telling you what, you're lying if you said you did. We need to take a minute to calm down and get things right here. We're going to tell the lads we're pleased. I mean, that doesn't even begin to cover it. What a performance this has been. 5 minutes into the second half, and if it stays like this, even a tough trip to Israel shouldn't see us out. On the left-hand side is Norrington Davis with a throw-in. McMenamin beats his man. He's been brilliant for a player that's not good enough, really. Crawford in the middle, loses out in the challenge. And he's cleared long downfield, but Johnson's there. And it is constant pressure. Almost the whole game is played in the Tel Aviv half. As Galbraith finds Lansbury. He's been sensational on debut, and that's a good switch of play. Down to Norrington Davis from McMenamin. Beats his man to the byline. Chance to cross. Into the back post. McCanday heads just over. And it remains 5-1, but this is all Cliftonville. What a performance. What an unbelievable performance. 15 minutes to go. I'm going to look at changes just in case. So I think Matthew Smith will come on for his debut. He's going to replace Galbraith as the deep line playmaker. On the left wing, can we do anything? I think we're going to go McCanday as a winger and then the same for Noah Daly, because the width seems to have caught them out today. So we're going to go for both of those two. And then we'll leave it a few more minutes and then we'll just give Joe Gormley a run out in Europe. He deserves it for the first 2 years. As Nico Williams takes a throw in. Lansbury's just starting to lose the ball here, but that long one only finds Johnson. They've been very direct of Tel Aviv and it's not necessarily worked in their favour. As Crawford puts Daly in on the right. It's a very quick change to the tempo there. Daly into Idar, his shot's blocked. Lansbury's blocked as well. Cleared downfield towards the centre forward and Nahum holds it up. Finds Abraham and the highlight ends. And we look like we're going to win this comfortably. As Lansbury puts the corner in. Oh, Idar's header off the line. It's a brilliant save. Matthew Smith keeps it in the box. Shot into Lansbury and it's straight at the keeper. And we could be 10 up here. It's been sensational. 14 shots on target to 1. And it's another corner with Lansbury. To the back post. Idar's down. That's going to be a penalty kick. Crawford's on a hat-trick, but I'm going to give it to Adam Idar. He's the better penalty taker. and at this point, 6-1 is guaranteed victory. Crawford's still taking it. Why on earth did he still take that? You saw me change it. Crawford's now going to be replaced by Gormley anyway, but I have no idea why he took that penalty. And that could be so costly, because at home, Tel Aviv could do the same to us. We've both got the same capabilities here. As Zach gets the ball in goal, the last thing we want is to concede a second. And I'm actually now annoyed that that penalty didn't follow my instruction. Crawford will be getting a telling off for that. But Gormley's in the sub. Oh, Joe Gormley scored off the bench. It is 6-1 to Cliftonville. Matthew Smith, we know what he's capable of from the Dawkins save. But here on debut with a beautiful curling ball down the right channel. Gormley ran onto it, the poacher he is, and he slid it under the keeper for 6. And this has been the best night we've had in a Cliftonville dugout. It has been sensational. As it's found by Johnson to Lansbury. Out to Nico Williams on the right. Into Idar. It's 7. It is 7-1. I do not know what to say now. I'm speechless. How on earth are we beating them 7-1? On paper, I mean, I'll show you the players. I'll show you the goal scorer as an example. He's just as good, if not better than any of our players. Certainly on a par at the very least. The same as the goalkeeper, he's better than Anik. Definitely better than Ben Anik. Even the substitutes, if I show you one of them, he's better than McMenamin and probably some of our starters. I really don't understand how that's happened. It's one of those nights, and it is probably the one that will define this series. Cliftonville 7, Maccabi Tel Aviv 1. And surely we can't throw this away. That is going to do the coefficient a world of good. A Champions League win and a stunning performance. 7th heaven for Cliftonville. Idar with 2. Could have been 3 if he'd been allowed to take the penalty. And any worries we had about losing Hepburn Murphy, about losing Malumbi, about losing Ryan Burke are certainly gone at the moment. Ryan Giggs watching Nico Williams and Norrington Davis. We've potentially got Wales fullbacks for the next 10 years in our side. And we'll deal with a press conference off camera because there is nothing more we can say here. What a performance, what a result. And we'll be back for the second leg in a minute where hopefully we can finish the job off comfortably. We're back for the second leg and we are trying to hold on to our 7-1 lead despite Maccabi Tel Aviv being heavy favourites again. We have made some signings since the last one though, so let's go and have a look at that. There is big news to come as well. Ryan Burke has agreed to join us on loan again, £300 a week, and we've also managed to secure Tyrick Mitchell for about £575 a week. So what it does mean is that we're going to be using the clause to send back Norrington Davis. It seems so harsh based on his first leg, but we have to think financially and it doesn't change much. I had to delay it a week because we need to be able to register the next lot for the Champions League next round. And if we'd sent back Norrington Davis today, we'd have had no left back. So we're just waiting for tomorrow and that will then happen, I'm afraid. However, the more important news is that Glenn Middleton is now willing to discuss a loan offer. The Champions League squad gets submitted tomorrow, so I'm hoping he'll agree to join. It has been a few days now and it's £1,000 a week, so a good contribution, but nothing more than we would have expected. In terms of done deals though, a few have left the club on loan. Calvin McCurry's gone on a free, and we have also let go loads of different players on loan. But most importantly, Tyrick Mitchell has joined the club from Crystal Palace, rated actually slightly better than Norrington Davis, and for a third of the wage, £525 a week, 3.5 star ability, 5-star potential, and hopefully someone we could look at getting in long term. So I'm really pleased with these signings so far. The squad is definitely coming together. And surely, regardless of them not being available, we're going to get through today comfortably. We're 7-1 up on aggregate. The one lad from the backup team who'd come in today, he has now gone out on loan, so he won't be available for this one. And unfortunately, Thompson, who would have been the first choice, is still out on international duty for the under-19s. So we'll bring on young left-back Ethan Weir. He's never going to make it, but it's a good night for him. The same 11, the same 17 aside from that. Let's get into it and see if we can repeat the performance. 7-1 Cliftonville remarkably lead on aggregate. And surely we're heading through to the second qualifying round. And I can see a couple of changes to the side for Maccabi Tel Aviv. But otherwise, not as much as a reaction as you'd expect to a 7-1. So we're going to tell the lads to pick up where they left off. We can lose by 5 goals tonight. We can lose 7-2. We can lose 8-3. It doesn't really matter. We can lose 8-2 in fact, but it's Maccabi Tel Aviv coming forward in 4, and they are a side that are capable of hammering us, so we need to be careful, as Mond picks it up on the wide right for them. Back to Nahum on the edge, and it's 1-0 already. Oh, don't get thinking this is going to be easy, because with 4 minutes gone, Maccabi Tel Aviv lead. 5 more and they're going through. And with 10 on the clock, they've got a throw on the right again. And it's starting to look a little bit ominous here. Into the box. We've missed the header and it's 2. Oh, Jesus. Not like this. We're going to have to drop Nico Williams to defensive. The same for Norrington Davis, I think. Because we cannot afford to get caught out here. We cannot afford to throw this away. 2-0 Maccabi Tel Aviv lead on the night. And I tell you what, maybe it's just home advantage. Because they have looked so good in comparison to us here. And we're back again with 13 gone. McMenamin loses out in the air, but it falls for Norrington Davis. Inside to Galbraith. Ironically, for the left-back, his second and probably final game for the club, as Shotton goes back to the keeper. He's found Anik, who's got plenty of time on the ball here, and he just wants to keep it there for 30 seconds if he can. Long downfield from the keeper. Maccabi flicks on. 1 goal changes the complexion, and Crawford's nicked it off the centre-half. He's gone alone and just over the bar. If he played it earlier, he could have put Idar through. But that's a promising sign. If we get 1 goal, then Maccabi Tel Aviv needs 7 for extra time. But as it stands, 2-0 and 4 more gets them through. But Lansbury's put a corner in. We've lost out in the air. Falls for Saul Shotton, holds it up and goes all the way back to halfway line for Norrington Davis. Been a really good signing for us, but unfortunately his wages mean he can't stay. As Idar goes into the box, delivers for Maccabi. There we go, we're through now. Dylan Maccabi puts it in, Adam Idar with a cross. It is Maccabi Tel Aviv 2, Cliftonville 1 on the night, and it is 8-3 on aggregate. Maccabi now need 5 more for extra time. Norrington Davis has a yellow, but he'll be going back tomorrow, so that doesn't matter. And with 5 minutes to go to half time, we're starting to look a bit more comfortable. The game is petering out, and it's exactly what we wanted. As with 2 minutes to go in stoppage time, it's fallen for Maccabi at the back. Long ball forward to Nahum. The last thing we want is to concede again, but Shotton wins it back, and he's put Adam Idar through with his clearance. The save's really good from Zach, and it's behind for a corner kick. But what a counter-attack that was. It'll be taken by Henry Lansbury, headed away by the front man, but it's back out to Lansbury on the left-hand side. It's been a really good addition in the first leg, and so far his delivery looks good again. As Norrington Davis keeps the ball, the half-time whistle goes. It is 2-1 on the night to Maccabi, but 8-3 to Cliftonville on aggregate. After a worrying first 10 minutes, we're doing our job very well now. So let's tell the lads we're pleased, get into the second half, and hopefully it'll be smooth sailing from here. Just over 20 minutes left on the clock. No highlights in the second half, which is perfect. Suits us down to the ground. We're going to bring on Connor McDermott because Nico Williams has had a yellow card. We're also going to bring on Gormley for Connor Crawford, who's not had a good second leg actually. And then in the middle, we're going to replace Galbraith with Smith again. Just get him some football, get him used to the game, and get him used to this side. 20 minutes remaining. It is 2-1 on the night, but now it's a Maccabi Tel Aviv corner. Lansbury heads it away at the front post. Out as far as Abraham, the substitute. He's got a man over on the left, but keeping possession for now, and eventually back inside to Sheesh. He's got a man at left back in Koretsky. We're pressing them well, but it's over the top. Nahum's brought it down, and it's in. Ben Anik beating it is near post. So we're going to ask for concentration, because these lads have got complacent today, and we need to make sure that doesn't remain the case. A few of them overwhelmed, but at least they're concentrating. And we're coming forward on the right with Gormley. Back to Matthew Smith, the substitutes combining. Out to McMenamin who flicks on. It's going towards the keeper. Mond gets it away, but only as far as Maccabi. And Gormley flicks on, but straight to the arms of Zach. It's been a little bit more worrying than it needs to be this game. And that could continue if they score again. There's still 18 minutes to go. And Bakar's charging down the left. 4 in the middle. Bakar gets there. Crosses to Abraham and it's 4. Oh no, we've got 18 minutes to hold on. And it is 4-1 on the night. So we're going to quit the overlap. We're going to time waste. We're going to be more disciplined. We're going to play as if we're holding on for dear life. Because the last thing we want is to get this game close. 4-1 to Maccabi Tel Aviv. And 3 more sends them to extra time. With 17 minutes left, you can't rule it out. Well, I'm delighted to confirm that the 10 minutes have been seen out. We've managed to time waste our way through it, but now it's Maccabi coming forward. Mond on the right-hand side, crosses in. Oh, they've all missed it. Bakar gets there at the back post. McDermott can't close him. It's into the box. Smith wins it. It's back to the edge. Oh, it's pinball in there. McMenamin hoofs it downfield, and they're still coming back at us. Koretsky forward to Nahum. Inside to Benisharu. Out to Nahum again. Inside to the middle, and now it's Bakar. To Koretsky overlapping on the left. Great block, McDermott. But it's back up to the centre midfielder again. And it is all the Israelis at the moment. Smith flicks onto Lansbury. Can we just get it clear? It's over the top. Joe Gormley's in. This to wrap up the tie. Joe Gormley scores. It is 4-2 on the night. Joe Gormley, another assist from Matthew Smith. That combination bodes very well for the Cups this year. And it is 4-2 on the night. 9-5 on aggregate. And now Maccabi will need 9. That is certainly not going to happen. But Johnson's missed a header at the back and we look very susceptible defensively. Nahum holds it up for Bakar. Out to the left to Koretsky. And they're still making us work for this here, but at least we know we're through. We can't concede 5 in stoppage time. That's impossible. Abraham in the middle. It's got an overlap on the right and it's been found in Mond. Mond to the byline. Good closing down, but not enough done. And with Norrington Davis's performance today, we're now kind of glad that we're saving the money. 2 minutes added on, they are up, and Cliftonville are through to the second qualifying round of the Champions League. Maccabi Tel Aviv 4, Cliftonville 2 on the night, but we win it 9-5 on aggregate, thanks to that unbelievable and miraculous first leg performance. So we tell the lads they've done a good job, we don't want them getting complacent, but we are through pretty comfortably in the end. And now, if we win one more game here, we're guaranteed to be in European football for the group stages. Because even if we lose the third round and then the fourth round in the Europa League, we still go straight in then to the Europa Conference. So Cliftonville through, we are now facing FC Botasani, who I believe are Romanian. Is that correct? They're the Romanian champions this season. A very decent side, again all greyed out. Let's look at the keeper. Oh, he's not great. Who's the striker? He's probably as good as ours. Let's look at the wingers just in case. I reckon there's some very good ones in here, but we've got a chance. Particularly if we can register a few of the others. I mean, there's people like this guy, Coman, who's better than any of our squad. But they've got some where I'd say overall positionally, we might be better for them in individual battles. So that's something we can look forward to. And we will be back for that in the next episode. The focus now, after winning that domestic title, is the European run. And we will be back in a week's time to face FC Botasani of Romania. And I hope you'll come and join me for it again. If you did enjoy this episode, that unbelievable first leg performance and the scares we got in the second, please do put a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe down below for daily FM20 content from this series, every weekday at 4:30 and weekends at 1 PM. 7 episodes a week plus our weekly live streams. There's lots to be excited about, even in the lead up to FM21. If you haven't already, please do check out the podcast channel for Northern Irish content, weekly championship predictions, interviews with pros and topical podcasts. But a massive thank you for watching this one and your continued support with the series. And let's hope the first leg of the next tie is as convincing as the first leg was against Maccabi. I'll see you tomorrow to find out.